The CEOs of Time Warner and Comcast will be on Capitol Hill this morning. The two TV executives will face questions about their proposed mega merger. Jan Crawford is on Capitol Hill with what to expect. Good morning, Jan.
Well, good morning. I think you can expect to see some fireworks today. I mean, some of the senators are going to argue that this is a bad idea, a bad deal for consumers. But the companies, and by the way, this is the #1 and #2 cable companies in the country, they're going to say this deal is actually going to increase competition, which they say is a good thing for consumers. It would be a $45.2 billion merger between two media giants. And today they could face their toughest audience when executives from both companies make their case to Congress.
For the best in TV, internet, and home phone.
At issue is whether the deal would undermine competition in the television and broadband marketplace and increase costs for consumers. If the merger goes through, the new company would serve 30% of the nation's cable subscribers and 40% of all high-speed internet users.
To me, that's too much power.
Democratic Senator Al Franken is a leading critic.
I believe it'll hurt competition and it'll end up costing consumers more, and they'll get less choice and worse service.
Of course, cable already is costing more than ever. Last year, prices rose 5.8% and 30% over the last 5 years, twice the rate of inflation. In a filing Tuesday, the companies said the deal will improve the customer experience and forge ahead to meet future challenges and needs. They argue that they're not direct competitors and serve different geographic areas of the nationwide cable market. The companies also say that cable isn't the dominant player it once was, especially with the rise of satellite television, DirecTV and the Dish Network, as well as internet-streamed content by providers like Apple.
It's the biggest update in Netflix history.
Netflix and Google, which they say gives consumers more options. But public interest groups aren't buying that argument.
They say, we'll give you better quality. And in a certain sense, in the short term, they will make it easier for you to do some stuff. But if they kill the competition, the consumer's worse off.
Now, the Senate can't block this deal. That's up to the Federal Communications Commission. It's got about 6 months to review it and then make its decision on the merger. Most of the experts we talked to think it will eventually go through, although there may be some conditions placed on it.